Well, Lucy and myself are in the garden on a really beautiful spring day. The air is quite fresh, but my word, the quality of the light is absolutely fantastic. And I think if you ask most people what would be their favourite season, I'm sure they'd all come up with the spring. It's that sense of rebirth that you get, isn't it, at this time of year. But within the spring, you also get your favourite flowers. And we're going to hone in on a little Narcissus here, which is called Narcissus moschatus. It is an extraordinary plant, really, because unlike most Narcissus that you buy these days, which would be of modern breeding, this plant was grown by Clusius. He was the head botanist at Leiden Botanic Gardens, and we are talking about the 17th century here. Now, that word moschatus actually means musky, and it's a bit of an anomaly, really, because whatever part of the plant you try to smell, there's no muskiness about it. So how that name came about is, well, it's certainly unknown to me, and I think unknown to most botanists. But the other thing is, this plant, I believe I'm right in saying this, information may have changed nowadays, but I believe it cannot be found in the wild. It's not known where the origin of this plant was, but it was most probably in the mountains of northern Spain. Now, the lovely thing also about this plant is this beautiful nodding head, and of course its colour. There's a very, very steep angle here which creates that nod. The foliage also quite a pale grey, a lot greyer than many Narcissus, in fact. Now, it has a reputation for not being free flowering, because if you look, Lucy, if you can show down at the base, it tends to cluster rather badly, and this leads to small bulbs which don't flower well. But I tell you, I planted this, moved it from the top garden about 5 years ago, and this is the best actually it's ever flowered. So there you are, my favourite Narcissus, Narcissus moschatus, on a beautiful spring morning at Marchants. Thanks.